Welcome back to Freedom Flicker, where we shine a light on the stories that matter. Today, we're diving into a developing situation in the Caribbean. The U.S. is deploying a massive military presence to Puerto Rico, including advanced F-35 fighter jets, amid rising tensions with Venezuela. Is this about fighting drug cartels, or is something bigger at play? Stick around as we break it down piece by piece and ask the tough questions. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button, and let's get started. To understand what's happening, let's set the stage. Tensions between the U.S. and Venezuela have been simmering for years, largely over accusations that Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro is tied to drug trafficking and narco-terrorism. The U.S. has labeled Maduro's government illegitimate, especially after the contested 2024 election. Things escalated recently, when the U.S. conducted a deadly strike on a boat in the Caribbean, claiming it was carrying drugs linked to Venezuela's Tren de Aragua gang. All 11 people on board were killed, raising eyebrows about the use of lethal force. Then 2 Venezuelan F-16s flew over a U.S. Navy ship, the USS Jason Dunham, in international waters, a move the Pentagon called highly provocative. This isn't just about drugs. It's about power, geopolitics, and control in the region. So, what's the U.S. doing about it? As of early September 2025, the U.S. has deployed 10 F-35 stealth fighter jets to Puerto Rico, specifically to Muñiz Air National Guard Base in San Juan. These aren't just any jets. They're some of the most advanced warplanes in the world, designed for precision strikes and air superiority. But that's not all. The U.S. has also sent 7 warships, an attack submarine, and over 4,000 Marines and sailors to the Caribbean. Just last week, hundreds of Marines conducted amphibious landing exercises in Puerto Rico, a move that's raised concerns among some locals. The Pentagon says this is all part of a counter-narcotics operation targeting cartels like Tren de Aragua, which the U.S. recently designated as a terrorist organization. But deploying such heavy firepower for a drug war? That's got people talking. Venezuela isn't sitting idly by. President Maduro has mobilized 340,000 troops and claims to have 8 million reservists ready for what he calls an armed struggle to defend national territory. He's denounced the U.S. buildup as a threat to the entire continent, accusing Washington of pushing for regime change. Venezuela has also deployed ships and drones along its coast, and both Venezuela and Colombia have moved troops to their shared border, officially for anti-drug operations. The region is on edge, with countries like Colombia watching closely. Posts on X show mixed sentiments. Some see the U.S. as flexing its muscle, while others fear escalation could lead to a broader conflict. Puerto Rico's governor, Jennifer Gonzalez, has welcomed the U.S. presence, but some locals worry about their island becoming a staging ground for a potential showdown. Now let's step back and ask, what's really going on here? The U.S. says this is about stopping drug cartels, but deploying F-35s and thousands of troops feels like overkill for a counter-narcotics mission. Is this a show of force to pressure Maduro's regime? Critics argue the U.S. strike on the boat, killing 11 civilians without clear evidence, raises legal and ethical questions. On the other hand, Venezuela's provocative flyovers and massive troop mobilization aren't exactly de-escalating things. Could this spiral into a larger conflict, or is it just posturing? And what about Puerto Rico, caught in the middle? Freedom Flicker, we don't just accept the narrative, we question it. What do you think this buildup is really about? Drop your thoughts in the comments.